So after the Nuggets lost to the Boston Celtics in triple overtime, we moved on to play the Toronto Raptors in Toronto and lost another heartbreaker. We lost to the Raptors 109 to 108. We fell to 33-20 with this loss. Another game down the stretch we had a chance to win. Had a poor start though in this game, just like we did in the Celtics game. Kind of came back to hurt us. And we had no Gallo or Iguodala here in this game. And obviously when you lose to your starters, that's going to be tough to beat any team when you have something like that happen. So just a tough game for us. We had a shot to win it there at the end, but ultimately fell short to an improving Toronto Raptors team. Looking at some of the good things we did here in this game, we had 70 points in the paint. You like seeing that. We outscored Toronto 70-34 in the paint. I thought that was pretty good. Did a good job of controlling the paint and dominating inside for the most part throughout this game. We forced 17 turnovers, had 30 points off of those turnovers. You like seeing that. Did a pretty good job in this game of getting turnovers and doing a good job of scoring off of the Raptors' mistakes. We had 18 offensive rebounds. Kenneth Faried, Jordan Hamilton, and Anthony Randolph combined for 10 of those 18 offensive rebounds that we had in this game. Those guys really did a good job coming in the third quarter, playing with some great energy, controlling the offensive glass and getting us back in the game with their effort and with the energy they provided. Kind of a spark for us there in that third quarter, and a lot of that started with their offensive rebounding in that quarter. Ty Lawson played great once again, continues to just be phenomenal over these past couple of months. Ever since January, it seems like he's really been playing like a star and is showing why he's one of the best emerging young point guards in basketball today. He finished with 29 points, 9 assists, and 3 steals here against Toronto. He was 12 of 20 from the field, 1 of 3 from the three-point line, and 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Did a great job getting out in transition, had multiple layups in this game in transition. Also did a great job of getting to the rim, attacking the lane, forcing the defense to collapse, setting up guys off of that. And that was great in the fourth quarter. I think there was a point in the fourth quarter where he scored 6 straight points for us. He was just phenomenal. Again, being super efficient as well with the scoring. I mean, to go 12 of 20 from the field, you love seeing that. And once again, just did a great job of being aggressive, playing with confidence, attacking the lane, getting into the lane, getting to the rim, and also doing a great job once again of scoring in transition and continuing his high level of play. Kenneth Faried finished with another double-double. He had 15 points, 11 rebounds here against Toronto. He did have 4 turnovers, which you don't like seeing. I thought he was kind of rushing at times here in this game, just making some sloppy decisions with the basketball, which you don't like seeing. But he was 6 of 8 from the field, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. Obviously, still finishes with the double-double. I really did not like the screens he was setting. Kenneth, I think that's something that he needs to improve on his game, is setting more stout screens. Sometimes I think he leaves too soon on the screens, and he kind of puts our point guards in a jam sometimes and kind of forces them to work harder to get into the lane and score. But I still thought he played well. He was great in the third quarter, had 10 points in that third quarter, just was playing with great energy and toughness, did a great job of controlling the offensive glass for us in that third quarter, which really was a big reason we were able to get back into this game. But you know, you'd like to see him set better screens, and I thought he had some stupid turnovers there in the second quarter. But all in all, I think a real solid game for Kenneth Faried. And lastly, Anthony Randolph, I thought had a real solid game for us. Randolph's obviously a guy who hasn't got much minutes for us this season, but he had a pretty productive game. 16 points, 7 rebounds, 3 steals, and 2 blocks for Randolph here in this game against Toronto. He was 6 of 13 from the field, 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Really liked the screens he set here in this game. Gave us great energy in the third quarter with Faried and with Jordan Hamilton, which were able to lead us getting back into the game. He did have a couple sloppy possessions, a couple bad turnovers here in this game. I think a lot of that had to do with him just kind of being rusty and not playing all that much this season. But he was great in the fourth quarter, had a big alley-oop from Andre Miller, had a big block, and then he hit 2 really big free throws for us to give us the lead with about 38 seconds left. I just thought he played really well, liked his energy on the defensive end, did a good job of forcing steals. Obviously, he had some boneheaded turnovers and some sloppy possessions on the offensive end, but I think a lot of that is just due to the fact that he just, again, hasn't played that much. But yeah, I thought he set real good screens, gave us good energy in the third quarter, had a couple of big dunks in this game, and played well in the fourth quarter too. So real solid game from Anthony Randolph here against the Raptors. Now looking at some of the bad things we did here in this game, once again, did a poor job protecting the three-point line. We gave up 10 threes to Toronto here in this game. They shot 48% from the three-point line, and 7 of their 10 threes came in the fourth quarter. Just did a real terrible job in that fourth quarter of defending the three-point line, and essentially it cost us the game. Also did a really poor job on the defensive glass in the fourth quarter, which again cost us the game. We committed 19 turnovers, again not taking care of the ball, just making too many mistakes. I already mentioned I thought Fareed and Randolph kind of had some sloppy, stupid turnovers in this game. Definitely hurt us. We gave up 15 offensive rebounds. That's what cost us the game in the fourth quarter. Valanciunas, I thought all game was pretty good for Toronto on the offensive glass, but in the fourth quarter it was terrible. I think Toronto had 8 second chance points in that quarter. Again, they hit 7 of their 10 three-pointers in the fourth quarter. And all those were coming off offensive rebounds. So that really hurt us in this game. And again, it just seems like we continue to struggle against teams in terms of defending the perimeter, getting defensive rebounds, and we turn the ball over way too much, and that's why we keep losing, games like this to teams like Toronto. No offense to Toronto, they're an improving team, but we're a better team than this team. Even without Gallo-Iguodala, we should be able to beat this team, and unfortunately we didn't, and a lot of that once again came down to us being poor on the defensive glass, playing horrible perimeter defense in the fourth quarter, and then obviously turning the ball over way too much once again. DeMar DeRozan had a really solid game for Toronto here. He finished with 22 points, 8 rebounds, and 2 steals. He was 8 of 18 from the field, 6 of 6 from the free throw line. He had a huge dunk in this game where he put Mozgov on a poster. Just a great finish, great dunk by him over Mozgov. I thought he did a great job in that first quarter of getting to the rim and getting some layups, getting to the free throw line, just being aggressive. And him and Rudy Gay really dominated us in that first quarter. Toronto actually had a 15-5 run there in the first quarter, and a lot of that was sparked by DeRozan and Gay. And I also thought DeRozan did a really good job on the glass here, finished with 8 rebounds, shot pretty well, and was pretty aggressive throughout the game. He was pretty big for Toronto here in this game against us. Rudy Gay, I thought, had a decent night, 17 points, 4 rebounds, 3 assists, and 3 steals for Gay. He was 6 of 14 from the field, 1 of 2 from the three-point line, and 4 of 5 from the free throw line. Like DeRozan did a great job of getting to the rim early on, being aggressive, attacking the basket, and then obviously hit the game winner with about 4.8 seconds left, over Corey Brew. Just a nice shot. Nice play by Gay, and I thought he was pretty good. I would have liked to, I think if Gallo or Iguodala would have played, I think he would have been a little less effective early on in this game and would have had to work a little more for his offense and for his shots. But I thought he was real good in this game. That's no excuse for us to lose this game. As Gay was solid, and then obviously hit a great shot, the eventual game winner for Toronto with 5 seconds left. And then John Lucas and Alan Anderson were huge for the Raptors here in this game. Both those guys combined for 24 points off of the bench. They were 6 of 9 from the three-point line combined. Lucas hit 3 straight threes in the fourth quarter for Toronto. Anderson had 10 points in that fourth quarter for Toronto as well. I mean, those guys just killed us late in this game and hit big shots, big threes mainly for Toronto to help them win this game. Both those guys gave them great scoring and great energy off the bench, and again, just did a great job of hitting some big threes and big shots in the fourth quarter. Lucas hit, again, 3 straight threes in the fourth quarter, which you hate seeing us give up, but got to give Lucas and Anderson credit. They were pretty big for Toronto off the bench. So tough loss for us. A game we probably could have won, probably should have won, but it is what it is. Congratulations to the Raptors. They played pretty well, and ultimately we came up short. So the Nuggets lose to the Raptors 109-108. We fell to 33-20 with this loss, and we moved on to play the Brooklyn Nets.